So just to update Mr. Chair, nag-resume na ho yung klase in San Jose. And what we requested from DepEd Region 8 is to provide us para ho may picture tayo ilan na ho yung pumasok na mga learners because seemingly Mr. Chair talagang laki ho nung trauma ng mga bata. Hindi lang po yung biktima but even those who have witnessed and experienced the actual incident. So nag-resume na ho yung klase but so far uh, these are the learners in grade 7 235 po yung pumasok. For the grade 8 237 learners. Uh, but of course we are not forcing them to attend face-to-face classes, so for those who are still not able to attend face-to-face classes, we still provide them with the alternative delivery modality, which is the use of learning modules and possibly do online activities. Yung pong grade 9 and 10, hindi pa ho nila pinapasok because many of those rooms that were affected during the actual shooting, yung mga nabasag na salamin, nasira because of the shooting. So right now it's undergoing repairs. Uh, and we I think there is now already the response in terms of uh, improving the number of metal detectors. In fact, there's a photo that was shared with us. PNP itself, no, the PNP personnel themselves are already helping in the conduct of the bug search in the area. We have already installed a walkthrough. Meron walkthrough courtesy of LGU, no. Courtesy of LGU, may walkthrough po sila. And again, through the help of the LGU, there is now the ongoing construction of the perimeter fence na pinapataasan na po nila. This is what we have right now insofar as the perpetrators, no, the young perpetrators are concerned. So they are now under the custody of the SWD and undergoing the evaluation uh, that will be requisite for the next process. No, next slide po. Based on the again, as mentioned, as you have mentioned, Mr. Chair, around 20 plus victims, no, directly uh, were involved, no, or were victimized or were hospitalized, including the unfortunately the three fatalities. So they are also undergoing psychosocial first aid. That's what we have right now, Mr. Chair, to provide that first aid. And out of the 603 learners uh, who have undergone psychosocial support, our facilitators were able to identify that 38 of them are now classified as to be high risk. At ang pagkakaalam ko po, pagka high risk na ito, it's no longer first aid lang, but they have to undergo deeper and higher level of intervention, and that would now involve PTSD intervention. Hindi lang po yung mga learners, we also have provided the psychosocial first aid for our teachers and staff and even the parents. Meron po tayo mga parents who have undergone our psychosocial first aid. So this is what we would like to emphasize at this point, Mr. Chair. Number one is that the resumption of classes would somehow establish that normalcy in the school and provide that level of confidence also to our parents and to the community na ligtas naman po ang eskwelahan natin. And at the same time, is really to uh, uh, alisin yung trauma, yung psychosocial and emotional trauma that our teachers, our learners have experienced because of this incident. So, and I think one good thing that we would like to share is that hindi po kaya ng DepEd lang yung provision ng PFAs, and this is where we saw the efforts of the other stakeholders, no, including DSWD, DOH, even the academic institutions have really lent out their hands to help us in the recovery of our learners and teachers and parents. So I think this is the last slide,
Alright.
Mr. Chair, and we'll
Salamat.
be welcoming other questions as we go along. Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Chair.